Welcome back to another episode of Tease the Nation. I know it's been a while and you've missed us, but keep it in your damn pants, you freaks. Today we have the Wicked Boys joining us from an undisclosed location that kind of looks like an abandoned Denny's that they renovated to look like a 70s sex dungeon. Now, without further ado, give a warm welcome to, it looks like
Danny and Chad.
Danny and Chad are the only ones here with us today.
What's up,
That's
guys?
okay.
Hi, guys. We left the other guys
What's
on
up?
the road.
Yeah, we left them somewhere on
Between Pittsburgh and
the highway.
New York, yeah.
Yeah, they'll find their way back somehow.
Yeah, I bet they always do.
They left them at a truck stop in Des Moines.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll figure it out. Maybe some nice pack of wolves will adopt them. Well, let's start it off. So you guys have been in the studio a lot with Tuk Smith. Can you kind of tell us how that experience is going and also how your guys' relationship started with it, Tuk?
Yeah, I mean it's been wild, right? I mean,
Yeah.
we were big fans of Tuck over the years, like with all the Biters music. And I think it was like one of those things that we just like manifested, like, going to see shows and stuff, supporting like their shows and whatnot. But Tuck was like, where were we when we finally like decided to do this thing? Was it when we saw him in Nashville?
Oh yeah, well yeah, Nashville. It wasn't New Jersey. It was
No, it was
Nashville.
Nashville.
Yeah, Nashville. Yeah,
Same difference.
yeah.
But it was cool. We were like Tuck, are you ready to write an album? And he's like, yeah, I guess I am ready to step it up and write one with you guys. It's been pretty cool though. Like it's like having a fifth member in the band, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's been an incredibly fun time, like just one writing with him, but two like spending time and doing
Acting
all
like
the
jackasses.
yeah, the boy fun, like just hanging out as guys.
Mhm.
I like Tuck's energy because it reminds me of when like I've got my like wild hair up my ass, like going crazy. Like last night at the show, we were raising some hell.
It's not a good combination when they get together. So
I believe it whenever
Yeah.
you say that.
everybody around them suffers.
And you know what? You get some good stories out of it for later on.
It's true.
That's right.
But yeah, Tuck himself, I love his music. I know him from Tuck Smith and the Restless Hearts, not the Biters. But I always loved his lyrics. I thought they were like they're really rebellious. They go against a lot of the grain for the modern day.
Yeah, his new stuff with the Restless Hearts is like got like a cool like flair
Mhm.
that's different than the Biters, which is exciting. I like when an artist could kind of keep their core of what they're all about, but kind of like evolve it a bit, and he did a nice job at that. So we were excited to kind of do the same when we got in the studio with him with the Wicked stuff, and for sure we're getting that kind of stuff out of it. It's been cool. I think like when he first got here, he's like we all sat down and we're like, what do we want this to be? Let's storyboard this and like we had some like kind of like crazy stuff. We're like, no, dude, like we love Marvelous 3, Thin Lizzy, like Scorpions, Cheap Trick, like
All
and
the classics. From
he's like,
the
all right.
70s.
Right.
He's like, now I really dig this. He goes, let's go down this path. Like, dig into the Slade stuff, dig into some Sweet and stuff like that, and really make it like a over the top modern version of like a real classic glam hard rock album. So
Yeah.
Mhm. Do you feel
Well,
like
I think I speak for all of us when I say we're so excited to hear this new album.
yeah,
Will we be expecting any music videos from any of these songs?
oh, absolutely. I
Yeah,
think
we're probably gonna have a lot.
I think
yeah,
music videos are one of our favorite parts of the process, and we go overboard.
It's an excuse for us to
Yeah.
like have an adventure.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's kind of like what our music videos end up being like. It kind of takes you through an adventure, which is I think is a kind of fun.
It's always this argument like what songs are going to be the singles and which ones are we going to do videos for, and then I just like keep like trying to get like a little bit more out of everybody, and I'm like, well, let's just do one more video even though this isn't a single. Let's do another video like
He
like,
just
why
did it
not?
like a week ago. He's like, "Oh, I got an idea for this one. Let's do it next week." I'm like, "Next week."
Yeah, so we'll be shooting another one this weekend. Like the whole camera crew in like
yeah. No, music videos are super important nowadays. I feel like that's one of the only ways for people to like push your music.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you guys are obviously road dogs and you're always touring. What advice would you give to younger bands who've never like been on the road before?
I'd say pay attention to your calendar, and if you have an interview at 3:30, just because you slept only a couple hours and just got in, be on time.
Yes.
She's loving this one.
No,
You know
sir.
what? I like it. I like him. I slept only 2 hours last night, so I completely get you, dude.
Hell yeah.
High five.
Club, yeah.
Meanwhile, I got 8. I don't know how y'all do it.
You know what? You know
Just
what?
keep
Fuck
cortisol
you.
levels up
Fuck
and-
your mom and fuck your sleep schedule.
Yeah, sleep is not important, clearly.
Not for vampires like us.
Yeah. I need
Exactly.
I guess I'm not cut from the same cloth then.
No.
No, I think like advice on the road is like definitely like to bring it down to a serious level, like take care of yourself in terms of how you eat and sleep, right? So like you're not gonna get much sleep, but like making sure you're fueling your body with like the right things and like
Mhm.
exercising and taking care of yourself. Because when we were on that tour with Raven last year, it was brutal. Every day you were in like a different city. Sometimes it was a short drive, like a couple hours. Sometimes it was like a good 9-hour drive from one city to the next.
Mhm.
And it takes its toll on you, but you could still make it fun. But like fueling yourself and being ready for like hitting the stage, at 10 o'clock at night is like so important.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
saw a lot of people like who were just like boozing it up, like, friggin' sailors, and then they were like dog shit halfway through the tour.
Yeah,
So
you couldn't make it through a show,
Yeah.
and like you're playing 45 minutes, can't even get through the set. It's like,
Yeah.
oh God, I couldn't imagine doing that.
Yeah.
No.
It's because you see some of these artists from the 80s and they have partied all night and they don't get any sleep. And then as the tour goes on, they go utterly insane and they can't put on any good shows anymore. Yeah.
I think the only plus that people in the 80s had was that they had that nice pure cocaine. So if they were just like completely drunk the night before, they could just snort up 2 lines and be perfectly fine to go play.
Then they go crazy at some point. You find them in like the dressing room holding a shotgun,
And like Nikki Sixx
That's
talking about
really
the purple people in the trees, like all that.
Yeah, yeah. Or a CC DeVille thinking he saw the devil in front of
Yeah.
him.
Wow.
Probably did.
I will tell you this. I will tell you this. We got our friend here in the background from Salem. He's doing the Black Sabbath show with us that we do every Halloween, and his name is David Newman. He's a badass occultist magician, and we did a little bit of crossroads magic this weekend in Pennsylvania. So what they say about the crossroads, it's pretty cool. So it's been a little bit of rock and roll and a little bit of occult stuff this weekend's run. It was fun.
It was a packed weekend.
Well, let's hope in 10 years you guys don't start seeing the devil. All right.
Yeah, I don't think we can help you with that one.
No.
No. Well, that kind of leads us into our next question, Ron.
Yeah. Speaking of the occult, I know you guys are devout Wiccans. My father is himself also a Wiccan, and he also indulged himself in the occult. He's a paranormal investigator. And I wanted to ask you guys, like, what do you think is the most haunted location you've ever been? It could be a highway, it could be a hotel, it could be a venue. What is the most haunted location you think you've been at?
God, that's a great question.
Oof. I mean, there's some pretty cool places like in Salem. I mean, we do a lot of what we do is like ceremonial magic stuff. So there's been some pretty crazy stuff like in Salem, and like I said, our friend is like he's the real deal. If you ever want like a real tarot card reading or a spell or something, you got to look him up, David Newman. But that's just a side note. On the road, I don't know, man. That B&B we were in this weekend was creepy.
Yeah,
It was
in Pennsylvania,
creepy.
that was pretty creepy.
It was like
one of the creepiest.
It looked like 1970, just like
No, you
paused
walk into a
time.
portal. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like everything, like shag rugs and disco balls in there and lava lamps, but like it was just encapsulated, and we're like, whoa, how cool. Like obviously it fits the style, but it was weird, man. Like you were hearing noises at night and
Yeah, the
stuff.
whole night.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we stirred something up, but it was like it was spooky.
I will say a follow up to that was New Orleans on tour last year.
Oh yeah, the vampire bar.
Yeah. Well, and the house that we stayed in too.
Oh, that's true.
Remember that?
Victorian
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, places like New Orleans and Salem I've heard they are paranormal hotspots for
Yeah.
activity.
Pennsylvania
It's
also checks out. I spend a lot of time in Pennsylvania and Maryland because I go to school and then I live in Maryland, and there's a lot of haunted places like the
Have you ever
Gettysburg.
been to that abandoned like psychiatric facility in Pennsylvania? Like if you're coming down like Pittsburgh to West Virginia,
No,
it's
because I'm a wuss.
oh my God, I want to go there so bad. Well, one of these days.
Yeah, we'll have to
Yeah.
make a trip down there.
If you're
I
ever
would
too old to-
recommend if any of you guys ever go to Massachusetts, go to Medfield State Hospital. Me and my dad did an investigation there, and it is one of the craziest places I've ever been.
Really?
The energy there is insane.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
I was about to say, if you're in Baltimore again, there's a bar, I forgot the name of it, but I can send it to you later. It used to be a crematorium, and they turned it into like a rock and roll bar.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like talking to the owners, they're like, yeah, there was a lot of like movement downstairs until we put like the cement basement in.
That's
Holy
crazy.
cow.
That's wild.
I want to go.
Yeah. This weekend's B&B, it was like there was nothing in this town. There was this crossroads, middle of nowhere. I mean, nothing. And then our B&B, this 1970s like time capsule, and then a funeral home right next to it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That was it.
That's like the trifecta of
Yeah.
content
I
right
would
there.
be horrified. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
Too funny.
Yeah. All right. So I asked this question a lot, especially with the magazine, because I'm always curious what people think. But why do you think rock and roll and glam has stayed around and been so relevant despite the heyday being gone?
I mean, I think it's a working class person's type of music.
That's a good way to put it.
It's for the underground. It's always been for the underground. It's where it started.
Mhm.
And that's the one thing that pop culture can't, you know, strip it of is the roots of rock and roll, like, a play on like our Reptile Roots like song.
Yeah.
It's what it's all about. It's like, the essence of rock and roll was always about rebellion and that underground community and like togetherness and you just can't, you could go and try to like pick the next person to be, your Ozzy Osbourne or Guns N' Roses and have the record companies pull all the,
Play the puppeteer.
puppeteer stuff, but like that's just what it is. It's just a show. Like rock and roll lives in the gutter and in the streets and
Yeah.
like those dive bars that you talked about, you know what I mean? The garages, the basements, and that'll always be the true heartbeat of it.
Mhm.
And then as people rise in their, hopeful success, like good on them. But like rock and roll starts there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Rock and roll is always going to be dirty, nasty, and in the gutter.
And
Exactly.
rock and roll's late sometimes too when they have an
Yeah.
interview at 3:30.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's rock and roll.
Rock
You know,
and roll.
if you were early, I would say that's not rock and roll.
Yeah. Like Rudy or Deuce, they scared us
No,
whenever they came to the because they were like 15 minutes early to their
Deuce was 20 minutes late. It was the guys
Oh, yeah,
from
Deuce
Jane
was late.
Wild, Tizzy, and Artem, and then our buddy Rudy Riot. They were early.
Yeah. Tizzy and Artem were like 20 minutes early.
I know. I was literally getting my boot on as they joined the meeting, and I'm like, okay.
That's so rock and roll right there. So you put your boots on, and we can't even see your boots on the Zoom call. But
Exactly. I have to do
that
the
you
full
have
fit,
to have
even
it
if
all together. Yeah.
yeah, full
It's
fit.
I'm
not-
wearing wedge
we sit
heels
at
right
work
now.
on our
So.
Zoom calls, and we got like nothing
You're
on
half dressed
below
yeah.
the waist, and we're just like just a suit and tie.
Oh, so it's like those COVID Zoom calls. I get it.
Yeah. Oh God, don't remind me. All right, Roxy, are you ready for the silly questions?
I absolutely am.
Start
So
off
we
with
have
me.
a little bit more goofy questions for you guys. So first of all, which band member is most likely to get kidnapped, and how long do you think it will take the kidnapper to voluntarily return them to you guys?
Easy,
Scott. They would. I don't think they would ever return him.
I don't know. It depends. If he got kidnapped by a female, yes, he probably won't be returned. But otherwise, he could be a little unbearable.
Oh, I didn't think that
with
way.
his like fasting, and he gets hangry.
That's true.
And
He's got quirks.
Yeah, and then you just want to, you want to put him in a overnight mail and send him home. So
You just want to shove him in a jar and seal it shut.
Send it to like Guatemala,
Oh god.
and then he'll just come back. You'll find him at the door the next day.
He's like the Ouija board.
Exactly. Yeah, or like the Annabelle doll or whatever.
Oh god, that's even worse.
Yeah.
No, oh, I feel bad for the guy that owns Annabelle now.
Oh,
I don't. He chose to.
I mean,
He's cooked.
I feel bad to him in the sense that he probably only has a few months, but also survival of the fittest.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bad for him.
Yeah. All right. Have any of you guys auditioned for a L'Oreal commercial?
I wanted to, but they wouldn't let me.
I actually used to work for Joico, so all
It
joking,
was
all joking aside,
conflict of interest.
I would take home so much hair products, like all the hairspray and hair dye and everything. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, it sucks because we just ran out of it
Yeah.
all too.
Oh man.
If you can
If you guys don't audition for L'Oreal, maybe you could try Maybe It's Maybelline.
yeah.
I'm
Or
cool with that too.
Brooklyn.
Any one of them.
How's that jingle go?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Something like that.
Maybe
I
she's
made that one up, but hey, yeah.
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline, or maybe
There
it's
you go,
cocaine.
yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, maybe it's the lack of sleep in the cocaine sheen.
Oh god. So here's the question of if it was cold on the tour bus, so you guys didn't have any heat, who would be the two band members who would most likely cuddle each other for warmth?
Scott and Gunner.
Uh,
Scott and I.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Gunner,
Gunner's fine.
So Gunner really doesn't need much cuddling because if you've ever seen him before or after the show, it's like
Full on retirement.
talk about
outfit.
magic. He like just snap of a finger like appears in a full on sweatsuit. Like he's in a retirement outfit, and it's always warm and comfy. And then it's like, dude, where's your rock and roll clothes? And he's like, in this sweatsuit. Ready to go. Like-
He's in like a pink Juicy Couture tracksuit, and you're like, dude, where'd you get that?
Yeah.
yeah, it's got juicy, like bedazzled on the butt. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Either that or maybe it's his name
That is
instead of
very-
Juicy, it's his name bedazzled on the butt.
Yes.
Gunner.
That
boy.
way none of the other
Leopard print
bandmates can
one.
steal
That's
it.
the leopard print one.
Yeah. Oh god.
All right. Which band member is most likely to burn the kitchen down in boiling water?
Scott.
No, he doesn't cook anything.
Seems he can.
Nah, I've never seen him.
Gunner wouldn't either. I'm good. We're both good at cooking, so
Yeah. I guess it would have to be one of us because we would get distracted.
that's true. It'd probably be me then.
Maybe we left it running while we were doing this interview on Zoom.
It's fine.
Did you?
It'll just add
It's
more
okay.
to it. I think Roxy would burn down a kitchen.
Okay. I was making a grilled cheese. It was one time. It almost happened. I got distracted by a cat. Fuck you.
That's
Okay,
fair though.
whatever.
That's a pass.
Whatever.
Exactly. It's a pass because my cat is big and cute and fluffy.
At least-
So I couldn't not go pet her, and then a pet turned into 20 minutes.
Right. Yeah, there you go. And all goes downhill from there.
Yeah.
It's a-
Exactly.
I wouldn't trust Roxy. I love you, but I wouldn't trust you.
I'm actually a very good cook. Okay, so how about you shut up?
Then you're gonna have to cook me something. All right.
Whatever.
Well, those are our questions. So is there anything you guys want to plug that we didn't talk about?
We got a new single coming out on Halloween.
October
Mhm.
31st. Yeah.
So look out for that. We've got some pre-saves and stuff going up. The song is called Obsession. So that music video, a couple music videos for it, I think,
Yeah.
eventually will come out. And that'll be kind of the floodgate for singles off of the upcoming album Go Rebel. We'll probably drop sometime in March or something next year.
Early next year, yeah.
So we're super
That's
stoked.
exciting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm stoked about that album. From the songs I've heard, it's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. So keep an eye out for that. We've got a lot of content coming with that. Hopefully a bunch of shows and and we're super excited because we got to get that album out. And then after that will be the Tuk Smith album. So
Yeah.
look forward to 2 albums next year.
Yeah. We got a
Will
lot.
you guys be coming back to Jacksonville anytime soon?
Hell yeah. I love it down there.
That was
like,
really fun down there. Yeah.
yeah, we had maybe too much fun at, remember that
Yeah.
one B&B with the
Jackrabbits. It was the last one place you guys went to was Jackrabbits and Jacks, if I remember correctly.
right? So when we were going from there to, what was it, Pompano Beach,
Yeah.
and then we were like, oh, we're living it up, like Rockstar life. We're gonna invite
One of
the other
last shows,
band
yeah, we're like,
to our B&B. We got like this in-ground pool with palm trees and stuff, and everybody was there, and then it turned into this like absolute disaster.
It was chaos.
People just like drunk and naked in the pool. Scott's like peeing out in the front yard with a Jack Daniels bottle. Total like 1980s. Cops come up.
Cops came up.
It
There was a guy sleeping in the bushes. I don't even know if he was part of our crew or not.
no, that was the guy that was cutting the palm trees.
Oh, yeah,
with the
yeah,
machete.
yeah. That's right. Yeah.
Roxy, you're gonna have to go on my behalf. You have to go.
I will. If you
Next
guys
time,
ever
you're
come
invited.
back, just let me know. I will
Yeah.
come.
Yes.
I love you guys.
Literally just show up with your van outside the door and she'll jump. She'll jump.
Yeah, exactly.
For the orange van.
Okay. Okay. If they find out where I live, that's just gonna be more creepy than exciting, if I'm being completely honest. I think I'd call the police.
I'll fly down. I'll tell them where you live.
They're like, oh great, the police again. Oh God. Well, that's our show. Thank you so much for tuning in, you little monsters. And if you need us, we'll be doing donuts in the Kmart parking lot while high on bath salts. Till next time, we love you guys. Thank you,
Yeah.
Wicked.
Thank you guys.
Thanks for having us.
See you soon.